Hey internet, so if you can't hear the crinkling of the bag yet, then you will, because I have a huge haul. This is bigger than me. Like, can you imagine? I struggled so much to bring this home. I actually brought it on the bus. It was so awkward. But it was totally worth it because I got all this amazing stuff from Zara and I'm so excited to show it to you. All of this stuff is really very affordable for outerwear and winter fashion picks. So this is kind of like my winter fashion haul for a kind of milder winter, because here on the west coast it never gets crazy cold, so you know, keep that in mind when you see what I show you. So it's kind of like fall slash winter in that way. But they're just so gorgeous. I'm so excited about everything that I got. Their current collection right now is amazing. I liked their fall stuff, but if you remember, I did a quite small haul of stuff that I got there because I didn't love everything that they had in for the fall. But now for the winter collection, I think it's amazeballs. I wanted to buy everything. These are my 5 picks that I'm excited to add to my wardrobe from Zara. Amazing, check it out. So excited to show you this stuff, and I will be doing shots of me wearing everything because I think, especially because it's outerwear, it's very large, so it's really hard to just show within the 4 corners of this little viewfinder. So hopefully that's helpful. If it is, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know so I know to keep doing that, because it definitely deviates from like your normal haul, but I think it's really helpful for me, at least, when other people do that. So the first thing I got that kind of persuaded me to keep looking at everything they had in the store, because it's always so insane there, by the way, because I tend to go there at lunch. It's just like so full of people, you cannot see anything. But I braved the store. Once I saw this, especially, I kind of kept looking because I could see that there were some good things. This is actually from the upstairs part of the Zara Vancouver store. It's part of their cheaper line, the Trafaluk outerwear collection, and it's this very long red duster coat. And it's so gorgeous. It's maybe showing up on camera a little bit brighter than it actually is in real life. In real life, it's more of like a burgundy wine color, and I'm just seeing it show up kind of bright. But hopefully when I put it on, you guys will be able to see a bit more what it looks like. And it's got this really lovely textured wool boucle fabric. It sheds a tiny bit, so I will warn you about that, but not as much as their other ones that are shorter, because I also tried on the short pea coat from them that I think a lot of style bloggers have been wearing. It's kind of white or black, I think, and it's a really nice pea coat, but it sheds like crazy, whereas this one only sheds a tiny bit, and I think after a bit of wear and a bit of linting, it'll be fine. And it's got such a beautiful, beautiful shape. That's really what I love about it, as well as the gorgeous color. If you don't like this color, it does come in gray as well. So you do have the option of that basic, but I encourage you to consider the red because I have gotten so many compliments on this. I've worn it out twice only, and in that time I've probably gotten 10 to 15 compliments from random people on the street often. So if you don't like strangers talking to you in the street, then you might not want to get this coat because it definitely like attracts people. I don't know if it's the red or the shape, probably a combination of both, but it's just very elegant and bold and stylish, but not in a crazy way. I just love it, and it goes with way more in my wardrobe than you would think. I think it looks great with all kind of basic colors, and I have a lot of prints that have red in them as well. It's got these big oversized pockets, long fairly slim sleeves, and a nice big wide lapel. It does not close, however, so you'll see when I have it on, you just kind of have to wear it and let it hang open. So you could wear it as a layered look, so then it would be good in, you know, milder winter, or you can wear it more for the fall season. Wear it with a big scarf, which I'm about to show you, then that will help to kind of keep the whole thing feel more wrapped up and warm as well. It feels like a warm hug every time I wear it, and I think the quality of the fabric is really nice on this for the price point as well. I've gotten rid of the tag on this one, but I think it was $120, and it's actually a blend of natural and synthetic, so that helps it to be fairly light but still warm and long lasting, I think. So it's 53% wool and 47% viscose, which helps to kind of lighten it up a little bit and also give it a bit more breathability and keep it from being too scratchy as well, because wool can be pretty scratchy. The second thing that I got is one of these big Zara oversized scarves slash shawls. And if you like this one, then I urge you to go check it out soon because they tend to sell out like crazy. Last year's Tartan one was worn by every fashion blogger that I follow. It was really gorgeous, also like very similar shape and coloring, and it was gone in an instant. So these are really popular for good reason because they are so soft and comfy and wonderful, especially if you travel or if you live in a climate where it's nice to layer, kind of like it is here. So I love this one especially. It took me a while to find one that I really loved. A lot of them are overly mustardy or beigey this year, so I really like this one because it's bright and bold, and as I will show you in a second, it's actually reversible. So it's got this really gorgeous hexagonal mustard and ox blood kind of print on one side, which I think is kind of the predominant side. That's at least the way that they style it in the store. And then it's got nice trim here with lots of colors that you can pick up in sweaters. Like I think most of us will have a sweater in one of these jewel tones because that's just so prevalent in the fall season. Got more of a teal underside here with fringe going on, which is so gorgeous. So it's got really, like, it's really nicely finished. To me, this scarf looks really expensive compared to the $40 price point that you're paying. And then you can see it's got more of a muted neutral underside. So over here you can see it's got some gray and beige and then purple and red, but it's quite subtle. Like this is more of a muted kind of color palette than the other side, which is really crazy. So I love that because it means that depending on how I fold it, I can have both sides showing or just one side showing that will match better with whatever outfit I have on. I got a second scarf as well that's a little bit more classic, but because I have a lot of cream in my wardrobe and I love taupe, I just kind of used my imagination in the store and imagined this gorgeous gray and taupe outfit that I could create with this scarf, which is a little bit thinner, so it's not that sort of blanket square shape. It's more of a long rectangle, so it's a little bit easier to wear that way, and it's $49.90. And for whatever reason, it actually comes in different sizes, although in the store that I went to, they only had medium. I don't know whether the other sizes are actually available, but I will link everything that I mentioned down below if I can find it. So you can see it's got a bit of an Aztec print going on. It almost looks like elongated stars, and then it's got flowers. Especially fabulous with gray tones, and like my Celine mini handbag is a taupe color, so that's kind of what I had in mind for it styling wise. So this little top really caught my eye because when I did my top 10 trends of fall and winter 2015, I mentioned that velvet was going to be huge for this fall and winter, and I think it's so fab for the holidays. It's such a warm, cozy texture, and it looks so elegant, but you can also dress it up or down. So I could wear this with like some high-waisted jeans. It would look really good. It has a little bit of sheerness around the sleeves, but it is otherwise just really nicely made. You might want to wear a black tank top underneath it though, because otherwise around the sides you might see a little bit of bra, depending on whether you're wearing it for evening or day, but it's otherwise really nicely made and fitting, and it's such a nice cheap thrill as well. It retails for $45.90, which is really not bad because to me anything velvet always kind of looks expensive. So I think it would look fab with a leather skirt or high-waisted jeans or a pencil skirt. If you wanted to wear it to the office, you could definitely pull it off. You can probably see right now it's a little bit of a cropped shape, and it's a little bit loose fitting as well around the bust, but that's just kind of this current oversized shape that's huge right now rather than like really tight clothing. That's kind of my preference. So you would definitely want to wear it maybe with something a little bit more fitted underneath, whether that's at the waist or throughout the body. So for a really classic coat that you can close and kind of wear out more on an everyday basis, and the red one that I showed you, I think $200 is actually fairly average. So I thought this one was really a nice pick. It's part of their kind of more premium collection. It's from the full Zara woman line, and it says handmade on the pocket, and I have to say I can sort of feel the difference in the fabric. fabric. It's a much tighter weave than the red one, and it fits a little bit more closely to the body in a more tailored way. It also comes with a belt so that you can cinch it in at the waist, and you do get a bit more of that tailored look. If you're looking for a coat to wear kind of to work, especially layered over a suit, I really recommend that you check this out. In the store they only had the Dove Gray, but maybe we'll be seeing more colors from them as the season goes on. But it just looks so flattering and fabulous on. Again, you really need to see it on me, so let's check that out. But I love the sort of Dove Gray coloring of it. It has a tiny bit of almost black speckle, black and white speckle throughout. It's very, very subtle, but it keeps the coat from looking too flat and gives it a bit more dimension, which to me makes it look like more of an upmarket kind of expensive coat. The nice thing about Dove Gray like this is it will go with literally everything in your wardrobe, even if you feel like it clashes. I read a quote recently in a magazine that said that gray actually goes with nothing, and then therefore it goes with everything. So that's a nice little tip for you, and I think especially a light gray like this is really easy on the skin, and it's kind of bright and nice for the winter rather than a darker, more somber gray. Let me know in the comments below what you are planning to add to your wardrobe as we prepare for the colder months, and as I said, everything will be linked down in the info bar if I can find it for you guys. Then I will leave it there, and if I can't find it, usually I provide links that show you similar styling ideas as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!